Hey, I'm ElusiveKev, Mr. Cole, and welcome back to F1 2017 and some online. We're not in career mode today. Thought I'd check out online after a couple months of the game being out, see if people are still playing it, and see if I'm actually better at this game than I was when I first showed some videos off when I just got the game. If we're looking custom game, not quite a few lobbies around. It's actually still pretty busy. It's unlike F1 2016. I remember, I think it was like after a month, barely anyone was playing F1 2016 online. Then came Christmas, a few more people were playing, and then it disappeared quickly again. But good to see F1 2017, despite a disastrous first month, seems to have actually had a decent online afterwards, and people are still playing it. So that's good to see. And let's see if we can actually get into a race. So we have got into a lobby, and in it we're going to be racing around Mexico. Very fitting, because of course it's the Mexican Grand Prix this weekend. And I have never driven Mexico in this game. So this should be great fun, as we are going to be in it's like the Red Bull. Pretty decent car to be in, especially in Max Verstappen's hands this weekend. Of course, with Kvyat being kicked out of Red Bull altogether, he should win the race by like a lap tomorrow. So yeah, good job in qualifying, Vettel, but I think Verstappen's got the race over you. But let's ready up and let's see how I do in this 18-person lobby. I don't think I'm going to survive the first corner. So we are qualifying with the sun in our eyes. How are we meant to see where we're going? So let's see if we can settle 116, just like in real life. Then I'll be on par by a country mile. So get down to third. And run through this section. Like that. That's not too bad. I haven't gone off the track by a country mile. Around 100 meters. I'll brake myself slightly. This section's all about rhythm. But then so is the next part through the S's. These reprofiled S's from yesteryear. Get up to 6th. And keep it in 6th. That's it. I'm using an Austria setup, so ring level might be a bit too high. Game might be totally horrible for the straight. And surely that's not a Red Bull off track. Get Charlie on the phone. So go into the final corner. Well, now we're in the final corner. 1:18.4, second off the pace. I'll take that. That's like a second better than I normally am in my league races. So I had just done a league race as well this evening around Singapore. Won't talk about it, it was horrible. But 5th on the grid. Now I like this with the driver numbers, or not driver numbers, the levels that everyone is at. So I'm level 1. So here we go for the start, revving up for this 5-lap race round Mexico, and we're away. In our Red Bull, we got a decent start, even though the Mercedes ahead of us. And I can see us and that's a 4-cylinder in our ring, whereas we go 3 wide and we've been punted, of course. We get a 2-second time penalty for a collision with Cecil. And now we're colliding with another 4-cylinder. As it is total madness in the first corner. And I did an illegal overtake. Just have to avoid the Haas. You know what, Jeff? I'm just going to carry on as it is still madness in front. Got a Renault holding things up down the inside of the 4-cylinder. Got held up by the Renault. Still down the inside as the Renault is just blocking that 4-cylinder for the heck of it. Now someone else is damaged in front. They're going like 3 wide. There's a salver in the wall. Got to be slow as I'm being tapped from behind. Now you can leg it. There's that 4-cylinder and it can tell outside. Let's go into the stadium section. Hold on. Even though they are lagging all over the place behind as well. There's this salver. Bit slow, dive it down the inside. Being a bit aggressive, but we get through into 5th at the end of this first lap. Don't know how we survived, but we have. And we're back where we started as well as our teammates in the pits. And I've got a long straight. I don't think he's going to be taken from behind. Thankfully not. Even though I carried way too much speed in the first spot. And now I'm going all over the place. I'm making my own Mexico circuit, alright? I don't like this one. So a couple of seconds behind 4th. There's that Ferrari behind us. So I'm guessing that Force India pitted. Oh, it's right on the tail of that Ferrari. Let's go into the first spot. Got to get down to 4th just to get the car into the frickin' corner. Put too much curb in the first part. So I try and take the assist, but it's a bit of a painful process with the front wing damage. Being very cautious. Seems to be paying off. So holding 5th, just. But DRS is about to be unleashed. Go through the final corner nice and smooth on the power. Now I'm playing with ABS on because for my league race from Singapore I could not find a setup where I wasn't locking up the tyres at every freaking corner, so I forgot to turn it off before this race. Otherwise no assists. Or no other assist. And that's a bit slow in the first part. A bit wide in the second, so that's not how I was meant to go. A bit wide in the final part, as in it's like someone has spun behind. Still got Basil behind us. So there we go, that's nicely turned in. Then wave to the crowd, the left hand side. And so we've got a gap behind now, and we're kind of similar pace to the guy in front. Because I don't know where I was going with that. Corner lines, I'm going wide everywhere. And then this side the Ferrari messed up behind. Oh, it's been taken out by the Force India. They clashed in the S's. So it's very calm for us. We are like 4 seconds behind the guy in front now. And see Thiago setting another 19. I think we'd be lucky to set like a 21 this race. How dreadful we're driving, but we can just concentrate in front now. Then up to which mix. Till the final couple of laps. See if we can actually catch up to 4th, maybe to get into a battle of 3rd. Doesn't look like it though, it's actually 3rd and 2nd that are battling. You get down to 3rd for the first sector, down to 2nd. That's better. Until the exit. But luckily the wall's nearby, just to bounce us back on the track. No tactical spin there. As now we're 6 seconds behind. I believe that's the Sauber in front. And we're 6 seconds ahead of Uruguay behind us. Good to see Uruguay. We're seeing one of their fellow American countries. Let's go through the S's. God, this is painful. Look, I am trying to take it as you're meant to. But you just can't make it round all of them. Go into the stadium. Very unique feature for this race. Maybe the only good thing with the re-profile of this circuit. Although it does get rid of Pilatella. And I would much rather have Pilatella than a very slow run through a baseball stadium at the speed limit. I mean, that's what we all watch F1 cars for, isn't it? To go at like 60 miles per hour. As we head towards the first corner's final lap. And then run massively wide. Don't say I've got this corner right at all. Now onto the back straight. Uruguay's gaining on us. But I think we've got a big enough gap. So apparently that's our best first sector. Shows how low the standard's been in this race for myself. So once again getting on the power. The rear end does not like it. Now into my favourite section of the track. And there we go, we actually hit the apex of an S-bend. The Zero guy's really gaining on us. As Tiago wins. And there goes the confetti in the air like they just don't care. As we go through the final corners. We finish where we started in 5th. No! Or do we? If I keep hitting Rich to the line. There we go. So we do finish in 6th. Isn't that the finish line we just passed? How far behind 5th were we? As it looks like the winner set the prices up again, 18.2. And your guys left. Obviously passed me and had enough. It was like that. I've done my job. Don't need to race anymore this night. Or tonight. It's just waiting for the guys at the back who really got caught up and maybe had to pit. Such as the Haas. There's the Force India. Who's very aggressive. Then we've got the Williams and then we got Cecil who disconnected in the Mercedes. After colliding with us on the straight to the first corner on that opening lap. What madness that's what. And it was actually pretty dull the rest of the race. Because you just raced by yourself. So there we are in 6th. Oh, of course, we had a 2-second penalty. When did we get a 2-second penalty? As you can see, I'm now level 2. Watch out. But I hope you enjoyed this online race. I know it got a bit dull after the opening that, but good to see online still flourishing and that there's lots of people still playing it. So I will see you in career mode next time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you then.